guys, it's 21 Maxwell here and welcome to another edition of the Perfect Journey. As you can see by the League Championship table on the left hand side there, is it possibly a perfect journey? Do we have a chance of going up? As I did say, it was going to be very, very close. You can see it's very congested at the top between ourselves, Falkirk and Kilmarnock. Then right behind us, 3 points separate Morton in 4th, to sadly Motherwell in 9th. If Motherwell get relegated back to back, I think I'll cry, honestly. We are so bad in FM for some reason when the AI controls us. But on to better matters, which is of course Dunfermline, and we've got some good news to tell you. Now, you last joined us for the Kilmarnock game. Form's been pretty good. 1 defeat in that time. We had that home run, that I mentioned, against Airdrie to start off. Lewis Milne with the goal, perfect. We started slow but surely giving some appearances for Chabby, and he started to really repay us. No such luck in the second game. That was a 0-0 against Queen of the South. They were pretty good. Nothing I could do about that. And then typically, we hammered Motherwell. Don't know how I feel about it. You know, I always say if there's one team I always find really easy to play against, it's Motherwell, because anytime I play against them and they're the AI, I just hammer them. That was the case today. Duncan Watmore giving us a lead. Ryan Hardy, who I'd love to take to the Premier League with us if we can sign him for Motherwell, equalising. And then just a late show, goals from Watmore and the sub Chabby. Josh Law gets on the wrong side of Chabby, giving Watmore a chance for his hat-trick, and he slots the penalty home for a good victory. Our bogey team was on a Tuesday, and our bogey team absolutely pummeled us. They went 2-0 up early for Michael Gardine and Connor Duffy, I think that is. Duffy, yep. We put one back with Watmore, which is great. They go 3-1 up again from Michael Gardine. He is the bane of my life in this game. He just scores all the fucking time against me, so fair play Michael Gardine. Sean McDonald pulls one back before Callum Woods gets sent off. We send on Finch, we send on Cardwell, we send on Courtage. We just can't get the equaliser. But Falkirk, give them their credit, they still have Craig Sabald, a few other guys that are really probably too good to be playing in the Championship, 2 or 3 seasons in, and are Premier League players. We then travel to Alloa, which could have been hit and miss, but super sub again, Chabby scoring on 83 minutes to give us a valuable 3 points there. And in our Challenge Cup semi-final, we travelled to Queen of the South. Fantastic performance for the boys. Chabby getting 2 off the start. And then between that, we had goals from Davide Campello and Senna Mango for Mark Miller's late consolation. That has given us our 3rd Challenge Cup final of the series, which will take place way back in April. And it's Kilmarnock in that. And we also have drawn against Alloa at home in the 3rd round of the Scottish Cup, so it could be tricky, but hopefully a good chance to progress into the 4th round and test ourselves against a Premier League side. So, Championship action today. Morton, who are bottom of the table. I'm kidding on, it's actually Airdrie. Damn it, I thought it was Morton. So it's going to be tricky. 6 points in it. Morton 1 puts it to 3, but 9 points gives us a real good safety net over them. So, it'll be interesting to see how we get down. Last time we played them, resulted in a 1-0 win for Morton. So shall we just dive into it? The team is already picked. Sticking with the old formation, couple of changes in there, bringing in the likes of Mango starting again. We can also have the likes of Chabby continuing to start. In the midfield is going to be McCurdy and McDonald. A little bit of an injury crisis at the moment. Koulibaly's injured. Cameron Borthwick-Jackson is also out as well. It looks a lot bigger, but we had a spell where our second choice goalkeeper was injured, so we had to play a guy for the under-20s. So if I saw this correctly, your subs bench will be McCallum, Invoto, Courtage, Cardwell, Della Giovanni, Finch and Johnson. See injuries, McManus, Borthwick-Jackson, Koulibaly, and then lots of guys who can't get in the team. So the main thing is, hopefully some of those guys we can sell on. It's going to free up a lot of wages, so if we do go up, there's a good room. We can maybe pay a bit more than we've been paying, and hopefully cement ourselves in the league. So looking at their team, I see Nicky Clark, I see Ross Lyon, is that the one that was on loan at us? Yep, so he's playing in central midfield despite naturally being an attacking mid-right, so it'll be interesting to see how he's went. Gary McKenzie, Scott Boyd, Sean Dillon all have SPL experience. Looking at the bench there, Scotland scored the winner against us the last time, ex-Hibs midfielder Daniel Galbraith, and Jason Thompson, the former Hearts and Dunfermline fullback. So we'll crack on it, we'll set the boys. The opportunity to show why the pundits have been saying use of the boys, use are doing well, because they really have been praising us. and that little run of consistency. That's all we need in this league. We don't need to be the best team. We don't need to be pumping teams 4-0 every so often and then losing a couple of games. As long as we get results, remain consistent, and hopefully when it comes to the end of the season, we shall be a Scottish Premier League club, and then go for the top 6, we go for Europe, and then the hard work starts trying to catch up on Rangers and Celtic. So Campbell plays it in. More pressure again. McKirdy back to Dembele. Lewis Milne. So it's very narrow from the visitors. And there we go, the opening goal. That is why we've got the wing backs bombing forward. Campbell for one side, Callum Woods on the other, and it is Duncan Watmore puts the ball in the back of the net. Good ball there from McDonald, spreading the play. Woods and the left back playing him on side. Duncan Watmore makes it 1-0. Early start, a good confidence booster for the Pars, and hopefully can keep this run of form up and give ourselves a little bit of breathing space at the top of the table, at least ahead of the playoff spots. I don't know if I'd want to go through the rigours of the playoffs just because of how they're set up in Scotland. But, you know, at least it's an improvement in last year, and it would be what they both want. But I do obviously want to get promoted. That is, of course, the aim. Here's Watmore on a little run. Is he going to pass? Is he going to be ball greedy? He tried to be ball greedy, but Chabi's lost it. This is the problem with this system, but thankfully bodies to cover. Dembele nestling in there as a third centre-back in the half-back position. Set it up back at Hamilton. We're going to put pressure on him. Nope. Thankfully the midfield wins it. Duncan Watmore, he's just going to run. Oh, he's going to play a great ball out there to Callum Woods. A great chance to whip one in for Watmore at the back post. As simple as you like. The ginger ninja at the back post there. Leaving basically the defender there at the back post completely blindsided. You see there, gets on the back, gets on his shoulder and just goes cheers and blasts it in, giving the goalkeeper absolutely no chance and putting it in back in it. So positive performance so far, good performance for the lads. You know what I mean? It's a massive confidence booster. Chabi with a chance. Now here's McKirdy. Campbell in mind. Watmore is on the hat trick, and Watmore gets his hat trick. What more do you want? That's a horrible, horrible pun there, but what more do you want from Duncan Watmore? McKirdy out to Campello again. Some of his delivery and some of like the positions he gets himself in, he seems like a real good footballer, Campello. He's someone I think if we do go up, we're going to try and look to get a permanent deal for Leeds. It's just been a really, really good find. But great performance at half. But it says a lot with these wing backs bombing forward when they have all 3 assists for Duncan Watmore's first half hat trick. And then you're going to risk Chabi in the second half, the twisted knee. That could be a horrible injury. And he just gets replaced by Denny Johnson, who wants an opportunity in the first team he's been complaining about. But it's one of those ones where Watmore's been playing well. Chabi's one of those ones because he's under contract. We definitely see him as a player that can make us a good million or so in the future. I definitely think if Chabi can be fully fit, develop at the rate he's developing at, he could score plenty of goals. The top flight, which could then see him attract interest of clubs with money. So here's Johnson, he's came deep, he's looking for Woods to bomb forward again to Milne. Unlucky there, but it's back to Dembele. Lewis Milne again, he sees Watmore on his bike and he just gets in the back of it. That is that high acceleration, I believe, and high pace. 15 acceleration, 17 pace. Doesn't really have much technical stats, but as long as he's got a little burst of pace that can get him in and goal, he gets his 4th goal, especially at this level. As easy as you like. Lewis Milne feeds it through. That's just dead ball. Kills it there, and basically, you could say the keeper could do a little bit better, but Watmore on his heels and in the back of the net for a lovely 4-0 lead. So a fantastic performance from the boys. A lot better than I could have anticipated, that's for sure. And it's going to be a comfortable 3 points here. I think we'll leave an ease off a little bit. We'll go attacking. We'll just keep it at control. And we'll see what happens here. Russell plays it in. Scullion again with the chance after scoring the last time, and Woods manages to clear it. We've got a chance to counter. Johnson can play the right pass. Looks for Watmore. We've got one more over. McKirdy. And it's a good tackle from our former defender, for Dice, who's playing for Morton. It's out to Dembele now. Lewis Milne or Denny Johnston decides to swing it out to Campello. Great ball in. Denny Johnston. Anybody want to shoot? Penalty is the end result. After all that, the foul by Scott Boyd on Lewis Milne. Denny Johnston's got a chance to get his name on the score sheet. and it's saved by Jack Hamilton. Good penalty stop from the former Hearts youngster. We'll take off Duncan Watmore for Harry Caldwell, and McKelvey will get a little bit of a break, and it will be a chance for some match sharpness for Gramos Kurtaj, or however to pronounce it, the former Hamilnaki's boy. It's been a confident performance. As I say, we don't really keep possession a lot because we're really trying to play a quick tempo of football, which is sometimes very direct. At the end of the day, I feel in this FM, like, as much as we all want to play every game, we want to play lovely free-flowing football on the deck, sometimes the direct football, especially at a level like this, just seems to work, especially when you've got a lot of pace and energy in this side. Although I do feel sometimes the fitness levels leave a lot to be desired in this team, but hopefully once we get to the Premier League, we can maybe change our system up a little bit, recruit better fitness staff and stuff like that. And of course, recruit players with better natural stamina. So a win for us, a win for Falkirk over Motherwell, and a win for Kilmarnock against Inverness sees us three kind of have a little gap at the top of the table. Us in 29, followed by Falkirk and Kilmarnock in 28. 6 points clear of Livingston after they won 2-0 at Airdrie. Then after that, it's a small gap to like Cooney the South, Morton, Alloa, Inverness. Motherwell down in 9th, sadly with 17 points. And then better news, and pleasing news, Airdrie are on 7 points with 1 win in 16. They're Motherwell's rivals, so I have absolutely no sympathy for that. But overall, good performance. It puts us in a good position getting into this cup game against Alloa. The fixtures coming up, we just need to keep up this momentum. Livingston, Inverness, Kilmarnock, all tough games. It's really just how we react to that, and hopefully we can get to the games over the festive period. Falkirk, Motherwell could be difficult because it's away from home. And hopefully we can have a good mid-season and then a very, very good end of season. So we'll quickly look through the news items before we finish. Just saying that we won. Chibi out for 4 weeks, that's cool. Gary Cottlewell's the manager of Motherwell, that's probably why we're getting relegated. Chibi having a good time at Cowden Beef, that's good. He'll get some first team football there. And we'll send Johnny Galloway out in Moan. But I'll leave it there with Watmore as the cream of the crop and the horrible pun of what more can we ask from him? So thanks for watching, guys. It's deeply appreciated. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like. Any comments, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Have any used Duncan Watmore? Has anybody ever got him to be a Premier League striker? Because obviously he's starting to break through at Sunderland. Or is he one of those guys lower down the leagues and maybe you've pinched him or poached him and he's done a job for you? But let me know your Duncan Watmore experiences, and hopefully I'll see you all for the next episode. Coming soon. Bye bye.